But you're never gonna be me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stain from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they see me. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking.
Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to another edition of the Geek Gauntlet podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Mr. William D. Morgan. Sorry for the late start. Had some technical difficulties, but I am here. Got a whole crew of people with me tonight. I appreciate all you guys joining me. First, let me see. Who am I going with first? Let me see who I'm going to go with first. She is a writer for GNN. She is also the cosplay and TikTok queen. Remember my girl, Caddy and Cat. What's up?
What's going on, William? How's it going?
How you doing? How you doing?
You're living the dream.
You still in the armory?
Yeah.
You got the armory. Get the gun back there.
It's the quietest place in my house.
There you go. There you go. All right. Next up, let's bring in this gentleman. He is also with GNN. He's one of the people over the social media team, particularly the Twitter overlord. He has an iron fist over Twitter. Remember our man Ambrose. And Ambrose, what's up?
Good. Is Cat the Punisher?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. She the Punisher. She got all that gun tech, man. She got a couple of swords back there. What else she got? She got a
lockbox. Foot locker back here full of ammo. It's fine. This is how you live in a cyberpunk world, folks.
You have to. All right, let me bring up next. She is our video game streamer. She brings us all the gaming news. I gotta ask her about a few things. We bring Diamond in. Diamond, what's up?
What's up, everyone?
What up, Diamond?
How you doing?
Doing good. How are y'all?
Good. And last but certainly not least, the person responsible for the lineups, the pictures, everything you see about this show. Remember my man Shaw. And Shaw, what's up?
Sup? How y'all doing, everybody?
Doing good.
What's going on? I had some audio issues before this show, so I had to fix those but I got everything fixed, so we are good to go. So let's go ahead and get started with the news. All right, Kat, take it away.
All right. Well, we've got some new news when it comes to Kraven the Hunter. What do you want to pick one?
Yes.
All right. So they have confirmed the casting of Rhino to appear in Kraven the Hunter.
Now,
so this could be kind of interesting.
How you gonna do Rhino and make it? I mean, if that's him right there, I don't know.
Why does he look like Groot?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think that's actually.
No, I don't think. I think that's like an AI art. I don't think that's actually what they're.
Yeah, I was about to ask, is that a rendering or is that like what they're actually going with?
Right.
This is a rendering, yeah.
Gotta be. It's gotta be. Good to see Kraven in MCU though.
Yeah, I don't know how that'll play out because he's kind of a dark character. But it's good to see them branching out. But I don't know what they'll do with him or how far they'll push it with him. But
yeah. Well, it's not MCU. It's Sony specifically.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
that's
okay. Oh, so it'll be good.
Hey, bro, man. Good one. Oh yeah, real quick. I'll go ahead and bring it up real quick. Rest in peace to Jerry Springer. We lost one of the most entertaining people I've seen in a while. This show was great. I love this show. And I know he was having some health problems before he passed. Pecking around at cancer, I believe. So rest in peace, Jerry Springer. You will be missed, my friend. And some of those shows were just hilarious.
How those women gonna know who their baby daddy is now?
Yep.
Have you forgotten about Maury Povich?
I forgot about Maury.
Oh, I thought he retired.
Yeah, Maury's done. But you still got all. But you still got his. She got all his shows on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got all his shows on YouTube. And it's like, I love it when they find out that the daddy that they expected to be the daddy ain't the daddy, and they start running away. Oh my god! Oh my god! Then they
We're
run
running like
into
your track stars or something.
yeah, then they run into a wall or they run into a ladder. Poof! Ah!
Did you see the one where the lady was on like guy number 18?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, what the heck, man?
it's like I'm sitting there, I'm like, this poor lady, just give up.
Just give up
It's
with it,
Cartman's
man.
mom from the barn dance all over again.
Oh my goodness. Real quick, also shout out to Danae. She's still not feeling well. Hopefully she'll be back with us next week feeling better. It'll be 100% A-okay. But yeah, rest in peace, Jerry Springer. Okay, Kat, go ahead.
All right, so Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is going to have the MCU's first F-bomb. Because even though Deadpool's Marvel, they're not including him in the MCU, right?
I mean, I don't know because that's imported in, so I don't know if that counts because that was Fox before they bought it.
Yeah,
That's true.
technically, yeah.
We also have James Gunn casting Linda Cardellini as the voice of Layla the Otter in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Yeah.
Why are they casting this late? Isn't the movie done?
They may just not have announced it, and it's voice acting.
Yeah, this is just revealing that she's voicing the otter.
Oh, okay.
It's revealing, yeah.
Voice
I was a little
actors lot of
confused
times can be cast later on
Right.
because you're reading a script.
So the animation's done, and they found someone to do the voice. All right,
Right,
that makes
yeah.
sense. Okay,
For reference, she's the chick that plays Hawkeye's wife. For
and
reference.
she was Velma. She was good Velma, and wasn't she in Freaks and Geeks? She's got a pretty she's got a pretty good resume.
So, James Gunn is just keeping himself he's apparently keeping his options open since Palm Klimetef has confirmed that she's in talks with DC Studios to head James Gunn to join the DCU. So we may see how that pans out.
I'm tired of James Gunn. Go ahead.
There is also in further DC news Karen Gillian of Doctor Who, as well as Guardians of the Galaxy. Some of you may know her best as Nebula. Has expressed interest in playing Poison Ivy.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, she got the look, but I don't know if she got the attitude to it.
Don't know if she has the acting chops either.
Poison Ivy is very. I'm sorry to cut you off, Kat. Poison Ivy is very, very flamboyant. Like she's very just
really
exaggerated.
Poison
So
Ivy you're looking at. If you're basing Poison Ivy off of Uma Thurman,
no, that was just bad.
That was terrible.
That didn't.
That was terrible.
Thanks, Kat. I memory hold that, and I had that memory hold for about 6 years, and now I remember it again. So thank you.
you're welcome. But ultimately, though, that one did have the best soundtrack.
It did have the best soundtrack.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
You're not
No.
wrong about that.
Batman Forever had Offspring.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
But I just hate her as I hated that. That was a bad performance. Did she nail it in terms of look? Maybe, but in terms of her acting that role, Uma was terrible.
I mean,
everybody who was in that one bombed
Then
that
again-
their role.
It was almost like God. I keep cutting people off. I'm sorry, Shaw. It was almost like the '60s Batman. How the villains were acting.
Yeah.
Then again, if we're judging her performance on Nebula, I can see it now, actually.
Yeah, I can see it more based off of her performance as Nebula and
Yeah, I can
less
see it
off
more.
of her Doctor Who performance.
Right.
And as we've all discussed, they have the suit now, so it can give her the tiggle bitties to properly play, Poison Ivy. So
She got some decent ones.
You still hurt my feelings with that cat.
I'm just saying, for the record, I've stood
told me
next to
that
her.
about her.
I mean, a good push-up is all you need. I mean,
You stupid.
For Poison Ivy, we'll see how it goes.
And the way Shaw said it, a good push-up is all she needs. That's all she needs is a good push-up.
I mean, I think James Gunn. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Shaw.
I'm trying to remember that show that she was in with John Cho. where she had to do an American accent where she was like sexualized a lot. So
Can't
a
believe
push-up is all she needs. So,
I still can't believe Laura Croft's titties were fake.
well,
That just hurt my childhood feelings. Oh, I thought they were real. Things fake. Oh no, cat, no.
Yeah.
But what James Gunn seems to be doing, and this is what I was kind of hoping he'd do, and I hope it works out, is with the MCU on the decline. I don't care what anyone says; it's on the decline. He's poaching because the Russo brothers are coming over to DC now. He's getting actors, he's getting people he worked with. So this is kind of what I hoped he'd do, and what I wanted to do is stick to his word about how he'll treat Superman.
Guardians might be the last good one you see from the MCU for a minute.
Yeah, I don't think the MCU is just. It's a whole nother discussion, but I'll just sum it up. As ever since Ike Perlmutter left in Phase 3, it's gone downhill, and it's been Kevin Feige just can't run it. Kevin Feige was riding high on what Perlmutter okayed, and then once that well ran dry and Kevin Feige had complete control, the MCU has just been it's been dead. It's DOA. There's nothing good coming out of it.
So, well, with that though, he is of course keeping on with bringing back in more characters into the DCU. Because James Gunn has confirmed he also does have plans for Static Shock and other Milestone Comics characters within the DCU. And he plans on bringing in star Caleb McLaughlin, because he's expressed some interest in playing Static Shock, and you'll know him from Stranger Things.
My thing with that though, what Static are you doing? Because if you bring in Static from the comics, that won't go over well with Family Friendly. Because that Static in Milestone Comics was cussing and drinking and doing everything of that.
This is DC.
Yeah.
DC doesn't care.
What I also would like though is I want him. You can do what he did with Peacemaker, because Peacemaker was like a D-list character.
True.
So you can change the character around. You can make it humorous. You can kind of joke around with it. And the same thing with Guardians. Guardians isn't really true to the comic in a lot of respects, but it's like a cult comic book, so it's acceptable for him to make the changes he made. But if he's going to deal with characters like Static Shock and characters that people actually like read and like, he's got to stay true to the character, and he's got to do a faithful adaptation. He can't joke around with it, and he can't do what he normally does. So
well, I think Static Shock is one of those characters though that, I mean, it's kind of like D&D, right? If you didn't know me at my horribly overly dramatic theater overacted original Dungeons and Dragons movie from the 90s, then or maybe we'll compare it to Godzilla. Godzilla progressively has gotten better. They've done some Static Shock cartoons. They've done a few things with Static Shock in the past. So I think it's something that the fans would be receptive to, even if he did take it from a less serious and more kind of mixed bag jovial approach. All right. Now some more DC news. The Flash has secured release in China for June 16th. This film is going to have a 2.5-hour runtime.
We gotta sit through 2.5 hours of Ezra Miller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You also got a recent trailer. What you guys?
Yeah, I saw. Yeah.
I mean, I'll let y'all go.
I mean, I'll still see it because of what's.
You see it because of Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll see it, but I already told D-Gram I'm not covering it because I can't be. I'm gonna be biased, and I can't give it good coverage. I won't be able to give it a good review. Mm-hmm. So I'm not really gonna do any coverage or anything. I'm not gonna write on it or anything just because I don't think Ezra Miller deserves a job. I mean, you
I
see
got a
what's
hard time with it. I got a hard time with it because
Mm-hmm.
I ain't feeling that Supergirl at all.
And the Supergirl looks like the chick from The Mandalorian, the spy.
Hmm.
I'm not, but I mean, the movie, they're really leaning into the nostalgia. Like it really looks like a Batman Beyond trailer with the
I mean, I
Flash.
got no problem.
With a
I
Flash.
ain't got no problem. I don't have a problem personally with Sasha Kylie, but you kind of going up against a whole bunch of Melissa Benoist fans, and it's like you ain't gonna win with that.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I think it'll get saved by Michael Keaton Batman. But ultimately, I think once that nostalgia wears off, the movie's going to be a dud because again, it's going to be like Shazam. We already know it's DOA. They're not continuing with it. Same thing with Aquaman 2. I mean, Aquaman 2 will have the wine moms showing up to see Jason Momoa.
Don't mention that in front of Kat. We don't want to make Kat upset. I mean, you know, she wants to see Jason Momoa's abs again.
I mean, there's plenty of shows I can go watch Jason Momoa's abs in. I can go rewatch Baywatch. I mean, come on. But Raisha, what do you think? What's your opinion on it?
I mean, it looks interesting. Like this is, you know, what's going to do the reboot. You know, like this is Flashpoint Paradox. So I mean, there's enough in the movie to watch to see, and I mean, this is, you know, the new beginning. So yeah, and like it was originally supposed to happen before both Aquaman and the Flash. I mean, not the Flash. The Shazam 2. Like Shazam 2 was actually supposed to be in the new DCEU because of that. So I mean, we'll see what's going to happen when it comes out.
So is it going to end with the Flash choke slamming Supergirl and disappearing for 3 months, or
No, because he really. From what I saw in the trailer, this is just season 3 of the TV show. They just took the script and put it on the big screen.
There you go.
Episode 1 of season 3.
Yeah,
That's what
exactly.
we did.
I was like,
Mhm.
wait a minute. I've seen this before. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same story. They're just doing it. Yeah.
Same shit.
I mean, it's not exactly the same. There's different stuff there, but still, you know.
It's the same gripe I have with Batman. We all know there's dead parents involved.
Martha,
If it's
Martha,
DC or
Martha.
I
Disney,
mean,
there are dead parents.
I gotta
Martha,
agree with
Martha, Martha.
I gotta agree with Kat on that one. I am tired. I'm tired of seeing those pearls. I am tired of seeing those pearls fly across the screen. Just move on from it.
Yeah, I mean,
Yep.
I don't mind the dead parent trope. It gives you the motivation for the character. But I'm just like, we've heard it enough times, and the generation that they're aiming at for the Flash movie are the same people that have watched the show probably since season 1.
Yep.
So we already understand. Guess what? Barry's mom is dead.
Yep.
Sorry, spoilers for those of you that didn't know. But you know.
Oh wait, is his dad okay?
Yeah, right. Which multiverse?
And speaking of that, I forgot again.
Well, and
There you go.
actually, your timing's perfect on that because we had not. But before we get into this week's shows, I want to go ahead and give everybody a reminder. Tomorrow is April 30th. That is the last day to get entered into our Hill Country Comic Con prize pack giveaway. So make sure that you go back and you comment on the photos. And William, what are they commenting? I'm drawing a blank here.
Geek Gauntlet now.
Geek Gauntlet now. Yeah.
Mhm.
Comment Geek Gauntlet now on any of our YouTube videos. And that does include the shorts as well, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And that will get you your name entered in for the drawing for that prize pack that will take place on May 15th.
Awesome.
I have
So
a quick question about the Flash.
Hmm?
If that fails and Jonathan Majors ends up losing his job as Kang, do you think him and Ezra Miller can team up and be Power Man and Iron Fist? Or is that just not going to happen?
not with these networks.
Not with the networks? I mean, I think it would be a great team up.
Nope.
Yeah, but unfortunately, I think there will be a certain level until Jonathan Majors gets cleared.
I mean,
He's gonna
really
have to go the
cleared.
route of Johnny Depp
Really cleared.
and get himself cleared.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I
It was like
still think
6 months ago. Yeah.
the only reason that Ezra Miller and this movie are still happening is because they're like, you know what? We keep pushing it back. These reshoots are going to cost us more money we don't have.
Yeah,
and that is what I've tried to explain, because people are asking why Jonathan Majors is in such jeopardy and Miller has a job, and it's like, if Warner didn't already sink $250 million into this movie, Ezra Miller wouldn't have a job.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's a different circumstance. They've already spent the money, and they can't fire him.
But you gotta give it up to Marvel for at least keeping him until everything gets sorted out.
Yeah.
So
what's puzzling about it is, though, and what really hurts his case is, why did his PR firm quit?
Yeah.
What are they seeing that we're not? Because PR firms live for this.
You also have to look at the overall, just kind of the climate of everything right now. His PR team quitting could have honestly been coincidental. With all of the,
we got Debbie in here. What's up, Debbie?
Yeah, all of the various corporate slashings that are happening.
Yeah, I mean,
it could be a combination of they gave people the option of, hey, here's the deal. You can put in your notice, and we're going to still give you that nice fat severance package and quit. Or we're going to have to fire you, and you're going to have to explain a layoff.
I mean, I'm not... A lot of things look bad for him, but he doesn't necessarily look guilty, if that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
But a lot of things look really, really bad for him right now.
Yeah.
So, and on with that, we do have some more Flash news, because, hey... Let's talk about this week's episode of The Flash.
Yeah.
And it's all blending together for me a little bit. I'm just going to give a little bit of a synopsis. This was the week where we had...
Kid Flash, and Arrow.
And Arrow, yes. Okay, where they all came back. Okay, all of it's coming back to me. I literally just watched it this afternoon. I was like, wait a minute, they're all blending together. So yeah, they all come together for Barry Allen's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
John Diggle brings Green Arrow's bow in.
That's a funny name.
And during the party, it's interrupted by, drawing a blank on the villain's name.
Ramsey Rawson, aka Bloodwork.
Yeah, Ramsey. Yeah, see, I was seeing Ramsey. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Keown actually saves the day. Let's go ahead and start. Hey, Shot, what did you think?
I liked it. It was actually good. I mean, they took some plot points that have been lingering, and brought Wally back and everybody back in. I mean, it was a good crossover episode. I mean, to have to finally bring back Oliver, and it was good in that respects. I liked it.
You also saw why you also got the answer rather on him and Felicity and his children as well. On whether or not together, because he's the Spectre. I liked it and I didn't like it because you saw Arrow with a built-in excuse to not use his Spectre powers. So he had to go back more to being Green Arrow than a Spectre. I've seen enough of Green Arrow. I was looking forward to more Spectre than Green Arrow. And we sort of kind of got it, but we didn't get a whole lot of it. Kid Flash was cool to see back. We saw him with his powers and doing his thing. So the episode was decent. I don't think it's all time great, but it was decent. I just want to see more Spectre than Green Arrow.
Right. Diamond, did you get a chance to watch it? Okay.
I got another question for Diamond real quick, if you don't mind if I cut in for just a sec. Street Fighter 6, have you played the demo yet?
Not yet. I've been hesitant to play it, I guess thinking about it, but I'm like, I don't know if I want to play it now.
Oh, you gotta play it. Oh,
I saw someone modded what's her name? I forgot her name, the one that kicks a lot.
Now Chun-Li?
Yeah, someone modded her thighs to be bigger and bigger each time. I'm like, what is this? Why is this a thing? Every time she pops suits, it's it gets bigger. I'm like, what dude in their mom's basement be wishing it
I don't know,
Why
man.
are you modding out, Mortal Kombat and Chun-Li?
I'm not responsible for that one. I'm responsible for modding out the zombies in Resident Evil with Barney the dinosaur.
Oh, gotcha.
Those are funny.
Oh my
Those
goodness!
moves
I
that
just
he
want to
does that like accentuates everything. It's like, bro, why?
Hey,
Oh, there
Facebook
goes-
users, don't forget to go ahead and log in from the link, because otherwise we don't know who you are, so we can't actually officially say hi.
Yeah, I know. I know who this is, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and this is Shaw's number one fan.
Yeah.
And now she's a fan of mine too.
I have a question about the Flash, though, as someone who hasn't watched since season 4. Is this the last? Is this season like? I know it's the last of the Flash. Is this the end of the Arrowverse? Like, is that it after this, or are they?
Technically, if you want to, technically it
Yeah.
is because in
Technically,
major
yeah.
universe, yes, but because Superman and Lois is now its own Earth, so
Mhm.
technically, it depends on how you look at it.
Yeah.
Please don't tell me the future of the Arrowverse relies on Gotham Knights.
No,
Okay.
As far as we don't know, it doesn't.
no. As far as I don't know.
Okay.
And thank God, because that thing is trash.
Unless the
Trash.
unless the John Diggle series that's in development actually happens, this is the end.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry. Every
see.
time I hear the name John Diggle, I think of Boogie Nights.
And you know you're not gonna see John Diggle with that Green Lantern ring again, because they really wanted to make that happen. It would have been made it happen.
Well, here's the thing, though. I think they tested the water,
Hmm.
and as much as people like John Diggle, we weren't going to let that kind of disrespect for John Stewart happen.
Facts.
They
Because
kind of left the door open to say that he was kind of it because his adopted father is last name Stewart.
Yeah, but at that point, just bring in John Stewart.
They basically left the door open to say that he is John Stewart, just from a different universe with different last name.
Right.
All right. So, speaking of, superhero Grey's Anatomy, how about this next episode of Superman and Lois?
Oh God.
I mean,
This
it's not boring. I mean,
it wasn't good.
It was better when Dean Cain and Terry Hatcher did it.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
okay,
because
yeah.
they didn't have to have dark. They weren't trying to do like Mayberry. They
Plus,
were
you
still
didn't have,
doing Metropolis.
plus in that show, you didn't have any teenage angst.
One thing I will say though, Lana is pissing me off with how.
Oh, she is. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Can I
Okay.
say it? Can I say it? And
Right
I
ahead.
don't- can I say it? I'm just gonna go out and say we're not. I'm gonna say it, and I'm taking a shit. D Green get mad, you get mad. Lana being a bitch.
Yeah,
She being a bitch, big time.
to everybody. Yeah,
You were the one that decided to divorce this man,
yeah,
and you get mad at him when he decides to move on.
yeah. He isn't completely clear of the situation. He is completely done with her. She ended everything. He tried to salvage a relationship multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
So this show is every country song that has ever existed.
Yes. With a super.
How
with a
just
super-
died. My kids got them up saying, and
All
I
he-
need you, love.
All he needs is for his Chevy to break down and for his dog to run away.
That's it.
Well,
That's it.
no, I think they had that happen because it's more like a modern country song.
We ain't
So
seen
it's
crypto
more
yet,
like,
though.
My son was addicted to space drugs, and then they stole his truck. So it's much more along those kind of lines. But and so I was trying to catch up. Like I was like, okay, we've got some Bizarre World. Let me get caught up. And here's my question to everyone here. Okay. And mind you, I know people that are going through cancer treatments right now, chemotherapy. I am very, very sympathetic to those who are going through cancer. But let's just put this into some perspective here. Ma'am, you have been getting regular injections of radioactive material throughout your marriage. You have twins that are full of radioactive material. You're just now getting cancer?
And he can't wear a kryptonite condom because that'll kill him.
Yeah.
So
And he'll blast through everything else, which is just debris. and they already have children, so we know that doesn't matter. But it's like, wait a minute here, you are regularly getting and I know, suspension of disbelief, because we understand that Superman's power comes from the radiation and ultraviolet rays of the sun, which in a roundabout way does make him radioactive.
It does.
I mean, I still don't.
Cancer?
I still don't understand though how she was able to have kids, because that debate in Mallrats, in my opinion, was very spot on. If she got a suntan, those kids would kick right through her stomach.
Well,
Right.
there's two of them.
Like-
So they were twins. In Superman, look, the boys
they
are
didn't
twins.
Like they didn't get powers until they were a teenage, so it didn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if that's where they're gonna go with that. But
Wait a minute. No, that was that ever in the lore?
Some, yeah.
No, because Superman was like lifting up trucks to help his dad when he was like 3.
Yeah, but he's full-blooded. These are halves.
so the Muggle blood slows it down.
Yeah.
Slows down the progression. But it did also make one of the sons not have as bad a reaction to kryptonite.
Yeah, we saw that last episode. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's the whole thing about being half. Since he's
Yep.
half human, yeah.
Yeah, and it was revealed that her cancer bestie is the person trying to take down Superman.
Yeah.
Lex Luthor?
No, the loud chick. Loud person.
Yeah.
Oh.
Doing shockwaves.
Yeah.
Shockwaves. She hit you with the
I mean,
shockwaves.
Honestly, I don't watch this show, but why even bother going with this storyline? Like, the show is called Superman and Lois. Like, she's not gonna die. You don't need to put a spoiler warning up for that. Like she's not.
She's part of the show.
It's Superman and Lois, not Superman and his dying cancer wife. Like,
Well, that's why this season is Superman Grey's Anatomy edition.
Yep.
Because
Yep.
and
I'm looking for Izzy and all them to come back. That's what I'm looking for.
all of the things that
You know that shit is still going on?
Yeah, it's still on. It's what,
20
20-something seasons?
Yeah.
Damn.
And,
Although-
she does bring a lot of real world concerns for those that are going through cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Things like she needs to have a will, because we understand because of the fact that her name is in the title, she's not going to really die.
Right.
But that still means, though, in the real world, though, that's a possibility that her life may be shortened. She needs to take these things into consideration.
Yeah.
And not only is Clark not really relating to that, because he doesn't want his wife to die, right?
Right.
And talking about it, and talking about that inevitability, to him makes it more real. So he just doesn't want to talk about it. But unlike him, she can die.
Mm-hmm.
And we know eventually he can die too under the right circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
what?
But
What if,
I mean, so I could appreciate the way that they approached it, but I'm kind of feeling like, are you hoping to save the show by turning it into every other drama on TV?
okay, wait. Hear me out on this.
I hear you
And
out.
maybe they're going for something. What if Lois does die, and the show takes like a hard left, and then it ends up being like Superman Full House?
Damn.
and like
Damn.
the Flash is Uncle Joey and Batman is Uncle Jesse, and they all live in a house now. And
Look at that
raise
Superman
these
Full House. What
kids.
you bring Zod? What you do? Resurrect Zod back? Uncle Zod? Bring him back? What you gonna do?
Thank you, appreciate that, Daniel.
Oh, you got a fan now? What's up, Dan?
I mean,
But-
I'm just saying, because at that point, Iris is dead. I mean, you got a point there, because Iris
Yeah.
is dead. You
Yeah.
combine all the kids into a house, but
Yeah.
there's like 15 kids
You
now.
can have his kids, and you can have Barry's kids. Iris and Lois are gone. Oh, hell yeah, that'll work.
Like, you need someone annoying to play Kimmy Gibbler, so they'll get Brie Larson on loan from Marvel.
It sounds like an
No,
interesting
no,
episode of
trust
the Brady
me.
Bunch.
Superman
It
and
sound
Lois
like
are
what,
the
Diamond?
annoying characters.
Sounds like an interesting episode of the Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
The Brady Bunch DC
All right,
comic
so
style.
we all know what I felt about how I felt about it. How about everybody else?
I just don't. I'm starting to lose patience with this show because this show is supposed to be about Superman for the most part, and we're getting everything but that. We see Superman sprinkled in all this stuff with the development of the kids and all this stuff going on with Lois and cancer being her big bad, and the person getting lost here is Superman. And this is what most people tune in to watch, is to see Superman do his thing. With Bizarro in the wings, kind of waiting. Everybody wants to see that, but when are we getting to it? Because you're going through all this teenage angst and Lois's cancer issues, and it's just killing me as a show because this ain't what I signed up for.
Like, the show's all about the crotch goblins.
Exactly.
William, I'm going to say this in the nicest way possible. Welcome to the pain and discomfort of being a lifetime DC Comics / DC Universe fan. It never goes away. You will always have hope, and then your hopes and dreams will be dashed. And you're just going to question life forever and ever until you just give up.
Look at Dan. I hate
That's why I
kids.
watched one episode of this and stopped watching it. Like back in the day when it first came on, I was like, oh, let me check it out. I like the one with Dean Cain and Terry Hatcher.
I liked it too because it was in the spirit of Superman. It was a good show.
And then when I watched it, I'm like, it's Superman Mayberry edition. Like, I couldn't do it.
Look, I'm just waiting on I'm just waiting on Barney Fife to roll out there. That's all I'm waiting for. Barney Fife can roll out there.
I mean,
I'm telling you, Andy Griffith be right behind him.
I even liked Smallville because Smallville was kind of light on the angst. Smallville was kind of a fun show.
Allison Mack before the craziness.
Oh yeah, she's a kid diddler, isn't she?
No, she was part of a cult taking young actresses in and a sex cult.
Yeah, she said. yeah,
I couldn't get into Smallville. I tried. I couldn't do it.
I liked it. I liked Smallville.
Yeah. I like be there. It's not really good to rewatch.
And I know Debbie's watching, and the one thing she'll agree with me on is that I think Michael Rosenbaum should reappear as Lex Luthor, current day. I think that would be a good casting choice.
Yeah, I think so too. And I love
so which one
Smallville
of
myself.
y'all suffered through Titans?
I didn't watch Titans this week, so
I haven't caught up on it. I've been having a lot of personal things going on at home, so I haven't really had time to catch up on TV. But
all right, Shaw, we're gonna need you to carry us on Titans because we all know I can't. They lost me at Starfire lost her memory and is a hooker. Like that's where they lost me with it.
Yeah, I get it.
Yo, why do they keep doing this stuff? Like Starfire is one of the best. Starfire is one of the best heroes in DC, and this show just treats her like a
you need
jackass.
to stop.
Why do they keep doing this to Starfire? I don't understand it.
Good break, William.
Yeah. You're right, because he dressed like a hooker.
But
And then I think when the fans lashed out, then they somehow wrote it like she supposedly had amnesia and didn't know that she was had superpowers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was a working girl on the streets, honey.
Yeah.
That's like being the Princess of England one day. And you
Broad,
wake up
boy.
and you don't have a memory, but you're like, you know what? I think I'm just going to turn to a life of prostitution. Why not?
I see her down on Broad Street every night, man. I'm telling you.
Also, that's unrealistic because she's very good looking. She'd make a lot more money on OnlyFans.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. She ain't ugly now. Stick on OnlyFans.
Sorry, Sean. We derailed that.
Y'all, hey, real quick, y'all bullshitting around. But we about to come up with our own OnlyFans page. I'm waiting on the pictures.
I don't buy no feet pics, bro.
That's why I said that. All right, let's keep going.
All right, so in the episode, Beast Boy ends up back at his whole old place with Negative Man, Cyborg, and also Robot Man. didn't know that he was actually going to be in it too. They're basically in still in the red area, whatever, a place like that. Meanwhile, Connor and Brother Blood, he does something with his game to make kind of control people, but the Titans are able to, stop it, whatever, stuff's happening. Dick is able to sever the link between Raven and him, so now he's more or less depowered. And also Mother Mayhem got burnt, but also came back alive, so we'll see what's going to happen with that. And that's it. Tim's boyfriend is in a coma, and yeah, that's it. That's all that happened.
That's also an interesting choice. Why did they make Tim Drake gay? I mean, I don't really care, but in the comics, he was always kind of like a ladies' man, and then all of a sudden, Tim Drake's not so much into the ladies.
We've talked about it.
They changed our spotter, so
we've talked about it though. Me and you, Ambrose.
He's not Tim Drake.
You know what that is?
What's that?
It's inclusion. That's
what
what
yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That's true.
And I can get if it was. And I've always said, never do anything just to do it. Have some thought or some meaning behind it. And I just don't see when you do this that makes any thought or meaning behind why you did it. If you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you did it to make the show better, I got you. If you did it to get the character over, I got you. But the thing that pisses me off is when you do something with no purpose. And I think this served no purpose other than inclusivity.
It was the least of the problems of Tim Drake, because like they completely got his character wrong in every aspect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, kind of how in the other show that shall not be named, they're like, hey, you know what? We have all these other Nightwings we could use, but here, let's just make one up.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's make up Nightwing and let's have a midget Robin that I could push over for fun.
All right, y'all. So if you don't want to see us end up like poor Starfire, and if you don't want to see John Ambrose's feet on only feats on the internet, make sure that you hop on over and check out our sponsors with Shadow Anime.
I ain't showing my feet, bro.
For the right amount of money, you would do it.
Yes, use promo code Geek Gauntlet 5 to save 5% off your entire order over at shadowanime.com.
Or at least hop over there to get us the money to get Ambrose a pedicure.
There you go. There you go.
Make sure they say pretty feet.
No joke. A lot of people laugh at me. Pedicures are like heaven, man. All you guys that frown on those pedicures and joke about how pedicures are for the ladies, nah, go get yourself a pedicure. That stuff is the life.
It's actually really good for your health, that too.
It's good for your health. Oh, dude, do it.
Yeah. So when you finally make it to San Antonio, we'll make it like a whole Geek Gauntlet spa day, and we'll get the whole GNN crew, and we'll all go get mani-pedis.
Nah, let me sell this for you real quick, Will, because I know you likes the Asian ladies.
Yes.
You have pretty much, if you go into a salon, you'll have a nice Asian lady giving you a foot massage and just making your feet feel amazing.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Some Asian chicks.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm telling you. It's heaven.
How much these things cost?
Depends,
we don't talk about that.
It varies, like anywhere from $49 up to like $100, depending upon what all you're getting done.
That ain't bad though.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't go as far as to get like the nails polished and all that. So mine usually runs $25-$30. I get the massage, I get buffed out, and then I go home.
Oh, Steve, but if you get the really nice paraffin wax, it makes your feet nice and soft. And they do the super nice, like mint, cool, scrubby stuff on your legs. Totally worth it if you spend a lot of time on your feet. So back to the geek news.
Yes.
Justice League World has cast Jensen Ackles as Batman, Darren Criss as Superman, and Stana Katic as Wonder Woman, and looks like Amadi as Martian Manhunter.
I only know who one of those people are, so you're
Me
gonna have
too.
to jog my memory on some of these
So
people.
yeah, same here. So I know who Jensen Ackles is.
John DiMaggio as Lobo, Frank Grillo as Agent
Yeah.
Faraday. Wow, we're going to Agent
Ooh.
Faraday. Okay.
And
This is all animated, by the way.
Right.
Okay, voice acting, yeah.
Jensen Ackles. Oh, if it was live action or animated, I don't think Jensen Ackles isn't the worst choice for Batman. I mean, he'd probably be a pretty decent Batman. So
Shaw, didn't he do Crisis Justice League Crisis of Two Worlds anime too? A cartoon? I think he did. When they had the crime syndicate.
I don't think he was in that. I don't remember him being in that.
I gotta look it up and see because I could have swore that was him. He was a good Batman. Whoever did that Batman was really, really good. I gotta look that up.
All right, so we know we're trying to see some information about the Little Mermaid. Looks like picks 2 through 9.
The damn mermaid.
We've got the first look at the Daughters of Triton.
Yeah.
And
Halle
this movie is
Berry.
coming up next month.
yeah, I'm sorry, they got to change her name because I keep thinking it says Halle Berry.
Yeah, I did that one time too.
Don't worry, Halle Berry wishes she'd change her name too. When they first started talking about the casting, everyone was like, when they would write about it on social media, were tagging Halle Berry, not Halle Bailey.
Right.
And I'm sure Halle Berry was very happy about that because that's the most attention she's received in a very long time.
I knew he did. Debbie. I knew he did. I just gotta remember what movie he did it. But yeah, we'll go through these. Oh my gosh.
I don't hate it.
That
I
thing
really
look
don't
evil.
hate it.
In the recent trailer, she's a lot better than she was in the early one.
Yeah.
That thing look evil.
But still,
Awesome.
cast a freaking drag queen.
Did
That
she
thing look evil. Lord have
Cruella
mercy.
DeVille?
Not just playing
Well,
Ursula.
I mean, that's really what Ursula did. If you take Ursula and put her into person form, even with AI art, they usually look something very similar to this.
Yeah.
Yes, but I'm torn between my willingness to give this movie a chance and my intense seething hatred for Melissa McCarthy. So
Fair enough.
That thing look ugly. Get off.
she looks surprised to be in the movie.
No, he looks even more surprised. He's like, "What am I doing out here?"
Yeah,
He looks like Jason Momoa's dad.
More or less, that's what he is.
Prince Eric.
I don't like the haircut for him.
Yeah, but he's the one guy that actually looks like the guy from the animated movie.
This looks like a bad Barbie advertisement.
Is that merch? I was about to say, is that merchandise?
Yeah, that's some bad CG right there. Let me tell you.
Mm-hmm.
That thing terrible.
That is awful.
I mean, y'all need to add some. I know they're under the water, but there's still some shadows, folks. So, like, I need you to put this back into Canva and put shadows behind all of your images so they don't look like Barbies.
I need you to make the hair look like it's wet. God, that looks horrible.
Well,
You know, Sebastian the Crab.
Yeah.
That's y'all's boy right there. Sebastian boy.
Yeah.
Hell no, they ain't my boy.
That looks bad.
all right, let's see how bad Flounder is.
Flando.
Okay, that's kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Huh?
Why is the bird underwater?
oh, Flounder,
Yeah.
you're so sad. You're like a
This
really
little Flounder
sad
boy.
emo dad.
Look at that
I
thing.
don't like it.
That thing terrible.
He looks like he's
Trash.
like middle-aged and like under a lot of stress.
He looks like the manager of a CVS that's about to close.
Yeah. Like he doesn't have the receding hairline. He has like the bald spot right here with the comb over.
Like,
Oh my gosh. I'm going back to this bird again. I'm trying to. How is this bird underwater?
why is she under? Why is the bird underwater?
Wasn't he a seagull?
Yeah, it's supposed
I
to be
think he was
seagull.
underwater for short periods of time.
That too. He's supposed to be a seagull.
No, those are pelicans, cat.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
supposed to be
okay.
a seagull though. Where's his damn gill?
Is he drowning?
Maybe.
Does he really love that fork that much? Will he
He's
go
talking
to the
undertow.
depths of
It's
the
all
ocean
over
to
now.
get it?
I'm giving my life for this fork, damn it.
It's a dingle hopper, sir.
And you'll like it.
So that's a dingle hopper. That's not a fork.
Oh,
okay.
yeah, I see it. It's got 3 prongs. It's a dingle hopper. That's right. That looks
That
terrible.
damn nightmares.
That movie.
Oh, long Halloween.
All right. Well, since we obviously haven't given you guys enough nightmare fuel, they do have an updated cast for the live action Lilo and Stitch
Oh my
Oh,
god.
movie that's currently filming in Oahu. You want to bring up pick 11?
No.
It's gonna be a
Just no.
dumpster fire.
Just
wait.
no.
Why? Wait. Why does the guy on the top, the third in? Why does he look like more of a cartoon than the cartoon?
Welcome back, show. No, the thing that makes me mad is old boy at the bottom next to, I think that's the mouse. If you look at his voice actor, he did an interview with President Obama. I don't know if anybody saw that video.
Oh, Zach Galifianakis.
Yeah, he did an interview with President Obama, and he completely pissed off President Obama.
Yeah.
He said, "Hey, can I talk to the first lady?" He's like, "Say hell no, I'm not letting my first lady anywhere near you."
And wait a minute, who is this old lady gonna play?
Oh, she's playing an unknown character. Yeah.
Because that's very confusing. Because according to the chart, she's playing this middle-aged white guy. Like,
I mean, it's better than having her play Zach Galifianakis.
Yeah. Her and above her being unnamed characters.
Zach
How the hell you spell
Galifianakis.
that name?
Zach Galifianakis looks like he ate Mark Hamill.
How the hell do you spell that name?
Very carefully.
Yeah. All right, before we go in, well, let's go ahead and get on to Diamond. Diamond, do you have any video game news for us this week?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
So, the CMA has prevented Microsoft proposal purchase of Activision over concerns that the deal will alter the future of the fast-growing cloud gaming market, leading to reduced innovations and less choice for UK gamers over the years to come. And,
Can they
Yeah.
get less innovative than they are right now?
Exactly.
yeah, but this comes after the FTC seeks to block Microsoft Corporation acquisition of Activision Blizzard Incorporated.
They're just
So
hating.
wait, can you clarify for a second? So can Microsoft still buy Blizzard? Do they have to split it and leave Activision alone, or
Mm-mm. It
is
feels
the whole transaction dead?
It looks like it's dead. Like they're not going to go forward with it at all.
Damn. That's messed up for, and I know what I'm saying is going to be kind of a little disrespectful because when you ever have stuff like that, you do have some layoffs and things of that nature. But that's sort of kind of messed up for a lot of folks because, Blizzard is a slow studio and it's like it needs to be uplifted. And I get the fact when you go a corporate takeover like that, some people get let go and lose their positions, but the company still remains. So I don't understand why this would be blocked. It'd be better for everybody.
It would and it wouldn't.
Yeah.
Microsoft can pretty much, if they do this, I think the spirit of the ruling, and Diamond, correct me if I'm wrong because you actually read about it, is that Microsoft can hold these properties hostage and give Nintendo and Sony inferior products and keep the good product for themselves and force people to buy their systems, therefore crippling Sony and Nintendo.
That's basically what is happening because there's a quote here that I found when I was reading the article that the final decision came to prevent the deal comes after Microsoft proposed a solution, failed to effectively address the concerns in the cloud gaming sector, outlined the Competition and Markets Authority, CMA provisional findings published in February.
Hell, but to go on what you were saying, Sony and Nintendo both need a kick in the teeth anyway to come out with better products because what they have right now is terrible. I mean, you take away Pokemon and the Switch is dead, and
Animal Crossing.
And yeah, that's the only thing you have going for it. And the PS5 is no good because they don't have any third party in their library anyway. So they both need a good kick in the ass.
Yeah, but PlayStation stepped it up. I got that PS Plus Premium, and I'm going all the way back to PS1 with it. It is amazing.
Now I haven't played Premium in a while, so you might be right on that.
So also Armored Core 6, the next game from Software, got a new gameplay trailer with a good sense of scale, massive levels, and mech fighting. The game will be more mission based and will be also based around customizing your machines. The game will be released on August 26th.
Okay.
Diamond, I have a question since you're a video game guru.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about Nintendo, Activision, and a host of other companies blacklisting Kotaku from consideration for reviews of their games?
Ooh, I heard about that.
I think it's extremely stupid, but I can see their reasoning behind it. So I'm like, why? Why would you do this? It's like kind of how, like, what's it called? Bankai, like refusing to, like, allow players on PlayStation to like record using SharePlay.
Right.
That's the type of thing that like gets on my nerves. Type of.
I mean, I know why Nintendo did it. I'm not saying it's right, but Nintendo is notoriously defensive of its products, and Kotaku was really hard on the Mario movie.
Mm-hmm.
So I know Nintendo it was like an FU. You're not reviewing any of our stuff anymore. I just don't know why the other companies would follow suit with it. So
Maybe because they're like afraid. Well, I'm not afraid, but like they're stuck in their ways of like, oh, this game or this is so good. I want to prove to you this is good, and be like, no, give an honest opinion. This is trash.
Well, and I know at least for myself, if I see something that doesn't have a bad review at some point, I don't trust it.
Exactly. Because ain't nothing perfect. Ain't nobody perfect.
Well, my problem with Kotaku and Polygon has always been they never have actually reviewed the product. They've always made it personal. And it's been an issue, especially with Kotaku. Like that guy that reviewed the PS5, and it's like, is the system good? And he went into like a 3-paragraph rant on I'm not going to say his name like he's because he's like Voldemort when you mention him, but number 45. He went on a 3-paragraph rant. It's like, but is the console good? Well, the state of the country. I don't care about the state of the country, dude. Is the console good? Should I buy
for that?
Should I buy the console? And you know, it's like I don't care about your politics any more than you care about mine. So yeah, that's the problem I've had with them and Polygon's dead. They've gone to AI. AI is writing their articles, so you know.
So aren't they like not even I guess like biased on their stuff?
Yeah. Kotaku has been Kotaku does have some good journalists. I'm not going to say the whole publication's bad, but they have been very biased in a lot of reviews they've done.
It's a shame.
Damn shame.
But in other news, Jedi Survivor is now available, but apparently the performance seems to be struggling on the PC, with gaming reviews reporting massive frame rate drops during busy levels.
I think that's an easy fix. I think they'll patch it or something, and they'll get that up to speed. Every new game has issues like that.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know because
cloud gaming, it may be an issue of the server they have it on just can't handle that much traffic.
I don't know though because they've been saying the same thing about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and it still ain't been fixed.
I mean, it's like clockwork for me every year because I buy MLB The Show at launch every year, and I don't even bother playing online play until the game's at least 2 months old because the game always boots out, the servers can't handle it, and Sony never fixes it. So, I mean, it's things that get fixed over time.
Right.
Also, Respawn CEO said they would love to make, quote unquote, love to make Titanfall 3, but it has to be the right time or the right thing to do, whenever that means.
I feel you.
I feel like it's been
anything you got?
A trailer for Layers of Fear remake, made with Unreal Engine 5 is now available. Redfall is dropping next week, and Twisted Metal show is coming to Peacock, and it will be starring Anthony Mackie, and he'll have a car with guns, and Sweet Tooth's ice cream truck will also be in there.
We just got a teaser of that.
Isn't that Samoa Joe playing his
Yeah,
YouTube?
Orzo, yeah.
Yep.
You know, as someone who grew up playing video games in the 90s, I'm very upset with all these reboots, and Earthworm Jim is still being left behind.
I know, right?
Where is Earthworm Jim?
Earthworm Jim is amazing. The only time Ambrose and I are ever going to agree on anything is Earthworm Jim. Like,
Oh my goodness, I remember Earthworm Jim. I remember that game.
Yeah, that's all I have.
All right. Go ahead, Kat. I know you had something you wanted to get out there too.
Just a small little tidbit. And Ambrose, since you play EA Sports games, you're part of the problem.
Yeah.
No, I don't play EA Sports games. I play MLB The Show. That is 989 Studios.
That is true.
Okay, I guess I can forgive you for this then.
You can forgive me. Hey, I'm part of the problem. I play Madden, so I'm part of the problem.
Okay, so you're part of the problem. You're part of the reason why I'm not getting a third Alice in Madness game.
Well,
Alice in Madness Asylum made it all the way up until the point where all they had to do was basically had to do was slap it on discs and market it.
Mm-hmm.
And when American McGee brought the game to them, which they've been asking, when are we getting another Alice game? They said that they would not market it or produce the game. And because of the fact that the first Alice games were produced with EA and marketed through EA, they would not release the rights for them to be privately marketed.
Yeah.
That
Well,
sucks.
That's terrible.
I think, honestly, I don't have any concrete proof because I don't work for EA, but I think EA, behind the scenes, they know they have a lot of problems. They're a company that's propped up by Mass Effect and Madden.
Yeah.
And everything else they put out is crap. They rely on microtransactions and Madden and Mass Effect.
And
They don't have...
With the Alice in Madness games, there's no way to microtransaction that.
Yeah, it's not heavily related to microtransactions.
And that is, and Kat, I'd be willing to say that is exactly what happened. They were sitting in a boardroom.
Yeah.
How can we do microtransactions? This game isn't designed for it. Okay, no, we're not doing it.
Right.
So I feel like there's a way they do it.
Yeah.
Because they're going to be like, oh, if you want this new dress, you're going to pay like $30.99 or something, or this new weapon, $40 or something.
Or if you want this certain like pet or something, because I know periodically she'll get like companions through the game. Because I play her too.
There's just something
like different companions. So I mean, I don't see, but at the same time, one of the things that American McGee and Mysterious, which is the parent company, have always been firm believers in, is they would rather not have people, like the way that they funded the game was through a combination of Patreon, and they have a website for merchandise. So calendars, they also have like other things that you don't see in the game, but it's other merchandise that's kind of related. Like they have a line of plushies called Plushie Dreadfuls.
So can they just asking, because I don't know anything about this game, but can they do what the creator of Bayonetta did and take his property to Nintendo and make it like a Nintendo exclusive?
They don't want to. They don't want to. Because really, here's the thing: once you get a trilogy, we've all seen like the mass like production of like, oh, like say in 5-10 years you launch the Alice in Madness trilogy. You can't do that if you have two titles with one studio and one with another.
Nintendo did it.
Well, but that was Nintendo's choice. And if you see, you don't have like both the Bayonetta games launched in a bundle.
Not on the Wii U, you did.
Yeah, on the Wii U, it did. Yeah,
Okay.
not Switch. Yeah.
But that means because by the time they got to that point, whoever held the rights on the original studio were just like, fine, whatever, we'll go ahead and release it for the Wii U.
I think it's also because that guy has the rights to his game, and a lot of people don't have that.
Right.
So if this lady takes her new game to Nintendo and they release a sequel or a third game, and EA Sports says we're not releasing the rights to your other game, then she's boned.
Yeah,
I feel like gamers should, or like game developers or of games should like negotiate that into their like contracts. Like, hey, I want this as mine. Like, don't.
Well, so at the time when the first Alice game was released, American McGee was employed by EA. That's the actual developer's actual name is American McGee.
So if she was, or is it she or he? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If he was employed by EA and he came out with the concept of the game like EA is like Google. EA owns that game, so you're not going anywhere with it.
When he left the original production studio that he created Alice with for EA and created the second game, basically at that point EA was like, yeah, we'll go ahead and market it. We'll go ahead and sell the title underneath our EA brand. And then all of a sudden the third game comes around and they're like, yeah, no, thank you. Even though Alice fans are almost as they're almost as bad as Halo fans. They really are. Like, they are loyal to the property. They're loyal to the title. We've been chomping at the bit for this game, and we've been watching it and following its creation for 3 years. Because its original production started in the before times.
I mean, unfortunately, EA has they're just not a good company anymore.
Yeah.
And they
I really think ultimately, if EA just ends up putting all their eggs in one basket, so to speak, with Madden and a
Mass
couple
Effect.
other games.
Right now, as far as I can see, all it is Madden and Mass Effect. They're propped up.
Yeah. Eventually, that mountain's gonna fall.
I mean, as you see with Mass Effect Andromeda, that was just a fire.
Mass Effect's popularity is already waning because there are already a million carbon copy games like it, so that market is flooded.
Yeah.
So you have Madden now, and
it ain't nothing but a roster update. We just had the draft.
I don't.
One more day of the draft, and then a new roster update will come out. That's all you get.
And it's pretty much like William said. Madden's a $80 roster update.
Yep.
So I mean, but
terrible. All right, let's continue on.
All right. Well, since we already started talking about it, let's go ahead and bring up pick 16 for that Twisted Metal teaser pick.
Okay, give me a sec.
Yep.
Fast and the Furious, Twisted Metal.
Well, Twisted Metal was always kind of that. It was Too Fast, Too Frustrated meets Mad Max.
Too fast, too frustrated.
look, man. I like Anthony Mackie, but they really should have the clown in the poster.
Yeah. Well, the truck is in the background, so.
Yeah.
I mean, but the truck should be in the background. The truck should be in the forefront. Everybody wanted Sweet Tooth.
Yeah.
That's very true. Yeah. Well, and I think the setting, at least for the first season, looks like it might be Vegas.
Yeah,
that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was from Twisted Metal 3, I think.
Yeah, which was kind of what put Twisted Metal really on the map, in my opinion.
Yeah, 3. Yeah, when they did the World Tour thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Twisted Metal of the G. Still the G.
All right. Well, keeping on with, some of our fun conversions here, we'll go ahead and pull up picks 12 through 15 for the Transformer trailer. Rise of the Beasts.
Yeah, did everybody see the trailer?
I haven't yet.
Yes.
I haven't yet.
So
there's
glad
one thing. Y'all ready for a small spoiler?
Go for it.
Big spoiler. Unicron.
Mm-hmm. Say that again.
Unicron.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness! Oh, I gotta check this trailer out.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that their CGI looks better than their merch.
Why does that rhino look better than the rhino that was in the poster for the
Marvel trailer?
You said it right there, Marvel.
Yeah. I gotta check this out.
Yeah, it looks pretty good, man.
Yeah.
It looks a lot better than that mermaid thing that we looked at earlier.
Man.
Yep.
All right, what's next, guys?
Oh, it's gonna be your favorite, Will.
What?
Oh, maybe it's a different one. Casting pick 10.
Hold on.
Knuckles shows casting.
Hold on. Oh, hell no.
It's your friend.
Oh, hell no. Hell, that ain't my friend. Hell no.
We joined Sonic the Hedgehog spin-off series as Knuckles.
Oh, hell no.
all of your dreams are now going to come true.
No,
Iris West is going to die, and you get a Knuckles show.
don't want Knuckles. Iris West can go. We don't want Knuckles. I don't want to. Really?
Kid Cudi looks like the
Cudi.
worst. Kid Cudi, sorry. He looks like the worst undercover cop ever.
I rather have Shadow than this. Come on now. And then another thing that scares me too with this, if we getting Knuckles, how far behind do we have to wait to see Amy? And I don't want to see Amy.
We'll see.
She's terrible too.
You say that now.
Nothing is worse than Tails, really.
God, Tails is weak. He's weak and he's scared. He like a scared little puppy. Every time the fighting gets started, he get going. Pick up a gun and fight. That's what he say. I gotta go, Sonny. Bye.
Dude,
He flies a little
like
way.
I never understood. You can fly. Just drop bombs.
Exactly.
Blow things
Exactly. He runs away and hides. Fight, man. Fight. Come on now. Eesh.
up. His name is
Don't make my boy-
His name is Miles. Soft names make soft people.
Don't make my man Sonic do all the work by himself. Hey, man. That being said, I don't want to see this. I'm not watching this. And speaking of stuff, a lot of people won't watch. I got a chance today, and I put it up in the group chat that Justice League Ruby.
Mm-hmm.
I found it on that app. I tried to sing you, man, bros. I found it on that app, and the artwork is terrible for at least on the Justice League side. That artwork is terrible. But I read the comment beforehand. But the story is great, and it's like there was no difference in this anime. It's a really good anime. So when it comes out, you really great cartoon. I should say it's not anime. You guys need to go buy it because it's a really good show. Really good, really good. You know, despite the artwork for Superman, so Superman is making him look completely stupid and doing Wonder Woman a huge disservice. Y'all need to go watch this movie. It's pretty good storyline wise.
All right. And so, didn't you have some Avatar news?
Yeah. So there's a bunch of new stuff. So first off, there's a quick change with the Avatar movies that are coming. Instead of Zuko being the first one's going to be about the entire gang. So the entire, Aang and all of them. After that will be Zuko, and then will be Kyoshi. Also, the new series with the next incarnation of the Avatar is going to take place a few months after the first movie, so 2025. We got some updated news for the upcoming Netflix Avatar series. The writing credits have been released to the Screenwriters Guild. What's important about that is that normally when they're released to the Screenwriters Guild, the series themselves for Netflix gets released about 6 or 7 months later, so we can expect the series to be around then. And the first episode has writing credits for the original creators, which means a lot of what they were setting up will at least be in the first episode.
But they walked away, didn't they?
Yeah, they walked away, but a lot of what they said will at least be in the first episode, at least. So we can expect that to be decent, at least. And there's a convention thingy for Netflix on the 17th, which will be likely when they might drop a teaser or a trailer or something. So look for that on the 17th.
All right. And we got a topic we can go over before we get out of here tonight. Kat, what's our topic for tonight?
All right. We came at you guys with a lot of Disney news tonight about some of the new live actions. If the Disney princesses were in the Hunger Games, who wins?
Damn.
Depends. Maybe Merida. Well, is Merida considered a Disney princess?
Yes.
Either her or maybe Rapunzel.
Nah, I'd say Belle because she's the smartest.
See, I was going to go with either Merida or Pocahontas.
There's also Mulan. Mulan is there too.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's why I was going to say Mulan.
And if you want to be technical, Leia is a Disney princess technically.
Well, so is Kylo Ren.
Technically, yeah.
Oh man, that'd be a nice discussion battle of the Disney princesses. Oh my gosh, that'd be a nice little show. Oh my gosh. All right, everybody. Let's go ahead and get into what everybody's doing this week. What you got going on this week, Diamond?
I'll be working on a new article and posting more videos of Yakuza Like a Dragon.
Cool. Kat, what you got going on this week?
Well, I'm working on my letter to EA. Every good villain needs a manifesto every once in a while.
Damn.
Cat gonna be put on a list over this.
Hell yeah.
I'm already on a list.
You just made the list.
This next weekend, I'm going to be out at ChupacabraCon. It is a tabletop gaming convention here in South Texas, just south of Austin. So I'm going to be out there covering that next week.
Cool. Hey, Rose, what you got going on this week, buddy?
Hopefully on Monday I'm writing a piece on the Jonathan Major situation. I've been having trouble tying it together, so hopefully I'm gonna hit it tomorrow and hopefully have it out by Monday. Other than that, I'm just sticking with writing, trying to find topics to write about. I would also like to point out during my time though that something that hasn't been covered but was released today or yesterday. The Mario movie is releasing in Japan today, and the Japanese version is different than the American version, and select cities are going to get the Japanese version for diehard fans to be able to see and compare the two. So that is a brilliant marketing strategy. Wow. So I just wanted to point that out quickly because I have nothing going on.
Wow. Awesome. All right, Shaw, what you doing this week, buddy?
Honestly, I got nothing at all. Just doing some house chores and stuff, and that's really it. I'm really boring. So yeah, that's it.
I'm doing the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links event, a Cosmic Class number Dyson Spear event. A little bit different for me this time though. I put an auto deck together, and I'm just going to auto the whole damn thing because I don't want it to take me to get to the very end. So it's been fun just auto dueling. So we'll continue with that. Also playing Pokemon. What am I playing for this Violet? Playing Scarlet now. Trying to see if I can finish that up as well. But other than that, that's about it. All right,
you
guys.
Buy MLB The Show so I can play somebody.
Okay. I got you. All right, everybody.
It's Free Comic Book Day.
When?
That's right, Free Comic Book. Yeah, that's why I don't have anything going on. I was supposed to do an interview with Third Eye Comics for Free Comic Book Day, but it was pushed back. So I'll be trying to find some sort of coverage for it. I'll probably
you said it's coming weekend?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, May 5th.
Okay,
May 5th
cool,
or May
cool,
6th. Yeah.
Cool. One of those days I got a Comic-Con I got to go attend to, but other than that, I'll be good to go. Bringing footage back for that also. All right, you guys, if there is nothing else, I want to say thank you to everybody coming through tonight.
Wait. Half price feed picks, bro. Half price feed picks. Geek News Now, OnlyFans, half price feed picks, bro. Don't you come at me, Chris Hansen.
No, Ambrose, we told you. We're going to put it on feetpicks.com.
Feetpicks.com, bro. Chris Hansen's banned.
Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. All right, y'all. If there's nothing else, I want to thank everybody for being here with me tonight. Do appreciate it. Also, want to say thank you to everybody there in YouTube land. Don't forget to find us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Check out JNN.com. Check out JNN's YouTube channel. I'm sorry. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget about our giveaway. Tonight's the last night for YouTube. Yes. So we need you guys to comment most definitely. Tonight's the last night of giveaway. We always got some comments in queue, so definitely keep those coming. And if there is nothing else, I want to say thank you to everybody for being here with us tonight at the Geek Gauntlet Podcast. We'll see you again next week. Everyone have a great week and take care.